Hi, are you planning a trip to Spain and wondering whether you should rent a car or rely on public transportation? Look no further. In this video, I plan to share the lessons I learned because I was there alone with three kids earlier this summer and I had to plan the same very question. So, if you like this and more videos like this, first like and subscribe. I recommend that you do rent a car, and that's the option that I picked after I looked at the prices for all of the trains and I compared it to what it would take for me to rent a car for the entire 2 weeks, to rent a car for, say, just 1 week while we were going to the southern Spain, or not rent a car at all and rely on public transportation. And the cheapest option was a rental car. Second reason, which I highly you will miss out on if you were just on a train at a certain schedule from point A to point B, you can't really disembark at leisure. And the experience that I had on driving on the right-hand side of the road, which is what it is in Spain, was that their freeway system is so well built that at first it will be enjoyable. It won't be a difficult experience. And even though there are mountains throughout Spain, you will cut through tunnels that are really, really sophisticated. So do not deny yourself the experience to enjoy the countryside of Spain, because that's what you get when you're driving in a car, besides flexibility. Also, some towns in southern Spain, they just are better connected via road than public transportation than compared to central and the northern side. So I would recommend renting a car. Lastly, also one of the concerns that I had was, are the signs easy? I am an English speaking, but I understand some Spanish. Will there be gas if I need it on the freeway, readily available? And yes, it is. There are rest areas, rest stops throughout the freeways, no matter which freeway, because I drove all over, like thousands of miles in Spain. They are numbered. There are symbols if you have restaurants or hotels, what amenities there are in the exit, just like it would be in the US. So I would go there and fearlessly rent a car, but do it responsibly, which takes me to point number two, which is where to rent the car. I talked about economics, the money associated with it. If Madrid is in your plan, I would recommend starting and ending your trip in Madrid. And the reason is the cheapest option that I found across the whole of Spain was in Madrid, from airport to airport. And then I actually will go one step further and recommend Alamo. We had great experience first when I booked online, then on the day off. One tip, if you are renting a car, you do need the international driver's permit. That is not an optional step. They do ask for it. So you can't get it in Spain. If you get there, you have to get it from the country where you're disembarking. So get your international driver's permit, get insurance. Now in Spain, when you rent a car, by law, liability insurance is not optional. So you can take it for written that it is built into the cost of your rental car. So you don't have to buy that extra. But if you're wondering whether it is better to buy insurance through the rental company, or get a travel card. Now, I took the travel card simply because it's cheaper. I was planning a trip on a budget and money, it was important to me, but so was peace of mind. So this card I had from Bank of America, it's a travel card. They give me cash back for my travel expenses, so that helped with the cost as well. But at the same time, 100% collision and theft is covered, no deductible. And so if your card is offering that, you should have the peace of mind, and I would recommend you do that. Now, some people don't like to pay with their card on the day off, so they you can choose to get buy extra premium. It's about $20 to $40 extra per day if you were to get it directly from the rental, but for 2 weeks that was a significant cost. And actually I did have an experience. There was a scratch on my car, no accidents, there was no collision anywhere. but there was a scratch, and it's incredibly easy. The parking lots in Spain, getting in and out of small towns, the road, it's possible with the bushes. You could get a scratch, and if it is more than an inch, they will charge you for it. And even that experience with Alamo while returning the car was really good, and that's why I recommend. They did charge me $1,000, which they refunded within a week. It didn't take months. It was very prompt. And the couple $100 that I had, I filed a claim with my credit card, and within the same billing cycle, they refunded me the money. So it was so convenient. And so I highly recommend renting and then getting a credit card that covers complete no deductible insurance. The no deductible is the key point here. And I also mentioned that you do drive on the right-hand side. So if you're used to that model, it is easy. And even if you're going to Gibraltar, which is in the southern part of Spain, it's right-hand side as well. The next tip that I want to give you is whether you want to drive in big cities like Barcelona or Madrid. Now, Madrid has a web of tunnels underground, which I found to be quite confusing because I'm not a local there. And Barcelona, the traffic is quite large. And so I recommend that you keep your car at the hotel in the bigger towns. You could cab it. Their public transportation system is good and it is affordable. It's not going to jack up prices on top of the rental price by any means, because you would have to pay for parking for that day anyway. And so, but use the rental car to get from town one to town two. And so you can see and cover a greater surface area of Spain. So that's the best advice I could give you. Do rent a car, but in big cities, peace of mind, you want to be focused on being safe and checking out the attractions. So park your car there, and parking is readily available in Spain as well. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have more questions and you're planning and you have questions around tolls or anything else for that matter, do not hesitate to hit me up in comments. I'm happy to help, but at a minimum, like and subscribe for more travel videos like this.